Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Daniel Jones, week 2, preseason. Looked rough highlight-wise, rough interception-wise. We'll see what it looks like all 22-wise. Locked in, not necessarily fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Daniel Jones. Woo! Rough one here early, especially. We're going to force the ball to the neighbors up top on what I'm used to calling a stop route. Now, this route, this play never really has a chance, and I'll tell you probably why I think that. It's a nice play from the corner also. I feel like I will, what I'm about to say I've said before, but the drop here really hurts this route. And so we shift from 1x3 nub to 2x2. We're going to run a stop route versus, at minimum, middle field closed. I would say it's going to play out like quarters. He's not clouding this thing. He's not engaging this thing. This corner looks like he is looking right at the quarterback. And so when Daniel Jones goes and does this 3-step drop, and normally you would say 3-step drop, I would think right foot, left foot, right foot. I really dislike when the drop for a 3 no-hitch is right foot and then left, right, all on top of each other. That to me is an indicator to DBs that we are not throwing the ball down the field. This thing is coming out quick timing. It's either a stop route, it's a quick out, or it's a glance. That's it. Those are the only throws that have this kind of drop. So this corner is never threatened. And in fact, this dude is obviously a dynamic player, potentially, but he's got some extreme explosiveness. No way you can sit like this with this guy. No way. Yeah, I almost earmuffed you there, but I didn't. You see that drop? What the what? Right? Left, right. I mean, he's got 3 feet up and down, all within less than a yard. So it doesn't look. And then watch the corner up top. The corner up top is breaking because he's watching Daniel Jones throw before Neighbors is breaking. And that hits him in the damn chest. If he could catch, he'd be playing wide receiver, right? Now just imagine if we had a double move on out there in a pump. Oh my God, murder. The dunk. So fortunate right there, turnover, worthy throw, interceptable, and kind of unfortunate. And again, I think you solve this. I prefer to solve this by saying, hey, the drop needs to be a shuffle and a hitch, or take a real 3-step drop. 1, 2, 3. See how it's all like looks like he's tap dancing? The depth of the route, the depth of the stem is tethered to the depth of the drop. Okay, DBs know that too. The dunk, short drop, sit on it, hit him in the face. Next one here, 3rd and 6. We're going to throw a fade up top. 3rd and 6, press, middle field close, man. That's your dude. It looks like a pretty good throw. Now again, the choice of club here, meaning the type of trajectory you're throwing, might not be my favorite. But I mean, it hits him in the damn hand, right? I know everybody's talking about this dude making crazy catches. Catch the ball. Is his other arm getting grabbed? Catch it twice. So, it's hard for me to say this is on Daniel Jones. I will say, with the way I love the kind of separation he creates here on the fade. It's an easier catch if you throw with a little bit of touch. But again, he's got to navigate this middle field player. He can't throw it so high that this guy can come over here and make a play on it. Now, the bummer part about it is you throw a contested ball over here, it doesn't get hooked up. You come down here, and if you would have worked down here, you probably get an easy first down. Okay, we're not here to kind of make those kind of like what if plays. I like the decision. might not like the ball. Look at the drop. This is my kind of drop here. Shuffle drop, tight hitch, get it up. That's what I would like to see on that stop route. Got some Devontae Adams there up top with that release. That's crafty, bro. When you jump out like that and go out, ooh! Everything but the final catch. Now I know he makes some great catches here later in the game, but 3rd and 6, this one would have helped us get going in the right direction. That's a pretty nice throw. Next one, here's the absolute, dumpster fire. Can't have it, all those things. Now, I think when you watch the All-22, at the end of the day, you still can't have it. It's still a dumpster fire. It's one of those things where this is a bad play, and I'll show you why it's a bad play. You can't make a bad play a disaster, and that's what Daniel Jones does here. Now, I think he's probably trying to throw it away, and it's an even worse feeling when you try to throw it away and it ends up being a pick six. For me here, this is whatever this is, deep, whether it's a pylon or post, it doesn't really matter. We're trying to get the ball to this kind of deep crosser. Okay, and again, neighbors, great. Now, how you could maybe do this a little bit better, you could have some movement. There's different ways to be able to make this a little bit easier. But this is first of all, it's a penalty. It should be a penalty. This is beyond 5 yards. He's collisioning him. Okay, welcome to the NFL. Then he goes under. So you can tell he gets rattled that he gets hit here. Then he goes under the linebacker on like a deep cross like this, which to me, Daniel Jones is waiting, trying to throw this ball, but then he goes under it. So he makes it unnecessarily difficult after this initial surge. And again, if you were saying Daniel Jones, how could you do this a little bit better? As soon as he does you dirty like this by going under the backer, you just got to throw it at the feet of the check down, especially with where you are on the field. So watch this route from neighbors up top. So first of all, he's late as hell off the ball, less worrying about your gloves. Okay, watch the ball snapped. Look at him, still not moving. Still not moving. Look at both receivers. What are we doing? What are we doing at receiver? Go! Then he gets hit. Boom. Collision. Okay, again, watch the safety. The safety moves in and collisions him. That's beyond 5 yards. That's a fucking penalty, man. Now, again, it's preseason for the refs, too. Dunk. Then he goes under the backer. So Daniel Jones wants to throw it. It's going to be, if he can get by this guy, so he's got to avoid this and get here, it's a big hit. It's a big hit. I mean, we're set. This is made to order. Can't go out there and run the route for you, too. I get it. You're a rookie. They're rookies. They're learning. But, I mean, you can't get knocked backwards like this. What are we doing? And then again, right here, you got to throw this ball at the feet of the check down. So Daniel Jones, no neighbor screws you. Feet check down. And then right here, absolutely feet check down. Oh, Jesus. So 2 opportunities to kind of not make it a disaster from Jones. I can't handle the fixing the gloves, not getting off the line of scrimmage. No, feet check down, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. Oh my God. Next one here, neighbors again, this time to the bottom, kind of like circus deep out. It's a nice catch on the sideline. Again, a better ball makes life easier for everybody here. It's not a terrible throw. I would love if he was lined up at the top. That's a nice contested catch on the sideline. Well done. Now the thing to, if I'm going to get on someone, I'm also going to point out what I think is really nice. The ability to keep your stride and accelerate through this outcut. This is world class. Okay? That part of it is no doubt special. Again, quarterback wise, not the easiest thing in the world to do. Play fake, come back, get lined up. So be lined up to your target to make this throw easier so you don't have to throw this thing back in the middle and he's got to make a circus catch. So again, just first let's watch the route to the bottom. Watch him accelerate through the round. So keep his stride. There's no choppiness, right? There's no, it's all stride and accelerate. He's running away. He keeps that full speed run away. And it's essentially a bracket. It's essentially 2-on-1 on both receivers. go up and get it. Really nice, tough catch. Now, Daniel Jones-wise, going to your left. You hear me say this all the time, to the left. Get lined up. So right there, he's at the back of his drop. His feet are lined up to throw to the guy on the right. So eventually he gets there, right there. That's what I want you to be at the top of the drop. So you got to really work yourself over to that first read. One hitch late, behind us. Now it's a contested catch. Next one here, 2nd and 15. Nice to see a healthy Daniel Jones using his legs. Again, I think of him as kind of a pretty good, sneaky athlete. Get upfield, protect yourself, not necessarily making it look graceful by any means, but get down, protect yourself. Again, to me, not lined up to the left. Nice job getting back to his base. I actually think he, and again, it's almost impossible for us to kind of know for sure what's going on here. But I would say that this play is supposed to be kind of like a scissors sail. Normally, it's with what I would say is a post over the top. And then usually this thing is tethered to a backside in, and you read this thing left to right. This route, to me, muddies the whole picture. So he comes up, and it's almost so flat of a post or an in that it like muddies the sail or the corner. So I think if he had to do this, if he didn't have to run here, or if he didn't feel the run, he probably for sure comes back and hits this. This is there. This is a nice route. I don't love it from a condensed split. Condensed split to me just closes the window on that in up top, but it gets over there a little quicker too. So you kind of get the reverse side of it. So watch that route to the bottom. See how tight they are? That's not spacing you see in the league very often. I would guess 13 is not running the correct route or angle. Get a nice base, and then you can see the timing wise. So if we don't like the sail or the Seattle, back to the end, and he wins. Now it's tight coverage, and he's hand fighting the whole way. They're going to be physical with that dude. But Daniel Jones does a nice job striding out. Just get down and protect yourself. Don't take any sort of hit. Again, is he lined up to the left? No. Okay, his hips and shoulders are, but his feet are not. So he eventually gets there, sort of. Nice base work through the read. So you can see here the timing of this thing. So we're trying to get it to 82 on the sail. No, in, backside. There it is. So, he sees that thing part and just takes it himself. Next one here, second interception. This is a nice play from Terrell. 24 had himself a first half. Pretty damn impressive ball skills. I don't know what necessarily to say here other than the fact that, again, the ball is a little flat. I don't think he ever wins outside, but I don't know where you would want to go with the ball here. This is very, what's the right word here? I guess high school hairy for me. 1x3 nub, and 7-person protection. So essentially this side of the field is dead. And you just don't see this very often unless it's like zero pressure or something. Like I don't know. To me, it's high school-y. So then we run this route, something in the flat, and then a go out here. I mean, where do you want the ball to go, I guess? Yeah, sure, you would love to win. Sure, I would probably love to throw more of a traditional, like Russell Wilson go ball that like leaves the screen, hits the rafters and drops it down on him. But this is rough scheme for me as much as anything. Well, where do you want it to go, Coach? Look, where? There's nowhere to go with the ball. Fuck. I actually don't think it's a terrible decision. I just think the ball choice, the club choice, is flat when you don't have to be. Like you could throw that thing, a traditional go ball to the back pylon. It's a hell of a play from 24. That's a nice play. I don't think it's the end of the world there, interception-wise. They get the ball at the 2. But what are we doing scheme-wise here? You just don't see this in the league. At least I'm not familiar with seeing a whole lot of 1x3 nub, 7-person protection like this, closing down one side of the field. All right, next one here. Let the bounce back begin. Go ball up top. This time we throw with a little bit more touch. A little all-go 2x2. The logo, if you will. much better ball. Nice job not throwing at 24. Good timing, nice rhythm. It's beautiful. So, you know, he certainly can do it over the top. Old school solo right formation here. If you're a fan of the channel, you've probably heard me in the past say, I don't love play fakes to throw outside deep balls, like outside the numbers. I just think it makes life unnecessarily difficult. Why it's less of a big deal for me here is because if you're working the seams, I love the play fake because we're trying to manipulate these guys. So when you call the play, you don't know where it's going to go. Outside, inside, seams, you know, who knows what the shell is going to be. So if you're working the seams, I love the play fake. If you're not working the seams, I would prefer the flexibility drop-wise to just take a drop and let it rip. So middle field closed, man, easy to see. I mean, that's as simple as it gets. Man free. Great throw, nice pass protection. Again, better touch, better club choice, better trajectory, accurate deep ball, everything except getting in the end zone. So you can see just that little like flash fake. It's just not for me. But if you were working the seams, great. Great rhythm, no wasted movement, hitch, get it up, drop it in the bucket. Next one here, we're going to naked keeper to the left. Nice job by Daniel Jones, flipping this thing, flipping his hips, getting the ball out. Again, I feel like I say this at least once a week, if not damn near every other video. This is not my favorite naked keeper to get someone in the flat. I will also say that I would bet a lot of money that someone's in the wrong here at tight end as well. So first here, watch the theatrics. Yeah, I get it's preseason, but just watch the theatrics here. He's going to point like, hey, you got to block this guy. Get in here and dig him out. Neighbors is going to go, oh, yeah, I got him. Okay, I'll come down here and dig him out. And then he comes out here and runs like this, like slow flat. Okay, now, again, on these naked keepers, someone's in the flat, someone's on the over, someone's deep. What happens here, one of these tight ends probably should be getting to the corner. Instead, they're slowing it. So they probably make a mistake, and now they're running their slow corner, and they're in the same lane as the over. So the spacing, again, funky. My thing here, and this is just philosophically, okay? So you come at me sideways, like I'm not going to be your team's coach or play caller ever, so relax. Philosophically, I don't ever really understand having all these people, we're faking, all to just raise up and throw like a shitty, you know, earmuffs me there if you're with your kids, like flat. So where all these people are moving, we're doing all this fake to just come out here and throw a same side flat. You could easily just put them right here, put someone else out here, run a slant, and throw the flat like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like this guy's never threatened like, oh shit, I'm going to go make this tackle back here. Like, it's just poor design. But again, I get we're feeding this guy. We're trying to get him touches, see what he can do. Watch the theatrics. There it is. Point. Yeah, get in here. Dig him out. Yeah, you got him. Okay, I got you, dog. Yeah, I got him. Fake. Dig him out. And again, you can see that tight end and over kind of in the same area. You never run a bluff corner like that. That's never going to get open. So 47 just probably runs the wrong route if I had to guess. Regardless, a lot of moving parts for a 2-yard completion. You can watch the tight end. He's like, I'm going to block. Oh, no, I got the corner. Damn. Boop. Catch, tackle, nothing burger. Next one, 3rd and 5. You know, these are the types of reps to me that make me more nervous about Daniel Jones than maybe even the interceptions. Now, obviously, making a bad play, a disaster, that's never going to work. But right here, this should come out on time. And it's a trait that I really dislike tagging people with. But right here, I think it's a good indication of making things harder than they have to be. This is open on time. And so, again, lots of teams run this variation. Okay, this is essentially a glorified clear or out. We're trying to get the ball right here. It's almost always tethered to what I'm used to calling a gather shallow. So you run at the inside backer and run across. Then we're trying to get the ball right here on this little like fan, choice, option, angle, short post, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is where the ball is designed to go. It's there on time. Throw it. Throw it. He's either playing it too quick, not seeing it, it's looking muddy. This is not hard. 3rd and 5. Boom. You can see him go to throw it, right? He's throwing it. Throw it. If you throw it right there, it's got a chance for some significant yak. It's on time. It's well designed. Why are we not throwing it? So, no, he eventually gets back to it, but it's eventually a diving catch from a 10-yard throw. These are the type of throws that are just this just isn't quite good enough. Now, it's not a diving catch. He could probably catch it and keep his feet, but it's not right on him either, and it's not on time. Next one here, this is a bummer. This is a Sky Mail check down here to the bottom for me. So we put that thing into the Gatorade. There are a few things here for me. I actually like the design of this play. I think this is another example of 9 kind of learning what the NFL expectations are for certain routes as well. So first, let's just talk what this is. Whether this is a post or a go, it doesn't really matter. We're trying to get the ball here on this Sail or Seattle, this corner. Okay, we've got the fast 4 motion or fast 3 motion this way. Running this, it's tagged with like drive on the backside. So we're up, running that probably basic. And then here's 9 right here. Okay, for me here, this is a drive or shallow. And what that means is as we come across, so as we run this thing across, versus man, you want to keep running. Man. Versus zone, you want to settle up outside the tackle box. So, and there's many coaching points here, but the one that I look the best is if you're looking, you're booking. Meaning, don't look at the quarterback until you get over here. Once you get over here, if you look at the quarterback and you're running, you got to keep running. If you want to settle up versus zone, get over here, settle up. So for me here, the ball should go here on a settle up zone shallow, but it's not there. He doesn't run it. He kind of just keeps drifting and he's going to get destroyed. So the flat defender, if you think the flat defender takes this away, okay, you're the decision maker. You don't like it? Get through the read. The read would tell me to come back to here. He's not running what I would consider the right route. He's running the man iteration of it. Now, do I love the idea of being that, and the reason I dislike it versus zone like this is because this Sail Seattle corner, this shallow, if you keep running, and this, these are like threatening the same area for me. But if he runs it correctly where he comes across and stops, well, now it's putting significant stress on the zone defense. So let's watch this flat defender. First, watch him move with the fast 3 motion. So as we go this way, he's going to move. Does he get enough depth to take this Sail's corner away? If yes, then let's get right back here to the zone, shallow or drive. Now, he doesn't run it correctly. That makes the whole thing muddy. Another reason why you got to read this thing correctly is if it's zone and you keep running, well, then now we've got 2 guys kind of in the same area, not what we want design-wise. So just little things, keep working, kind of see this thing, how it could have played out. Watch the adjustment to motion. The flat defender down here bounces. Do we like the corner? No. Okay. Got no problem with that. Get down to the shallow or the drive. Now, again, the drive needs to make the right decision. To me, he looks indecisive. His head's all over the place. Doesn't look like he's running 100 miles an hour. And now we're throwing checkdowns into the Gatorade. And again, me saying that Neighbors doesn't run the route the way that I would want doesn't put Daniel Jones off the hook here for throwing this thing, into the front row. Next one here. All right, we got 93 seconds left, second quarter, 3rd and 10. Beautiful job from Daniel Jones working the deep curl up top, mirrored curls by the number 1. Great pocket movement. Subtle move to your left, drive it down the field, throw a strike, big 3rd down conversion. This is outstanding from Daniel Jones. Watch the subtle movement to his left, keeps his base, stays on time, throws a strike. Outstanding. We're going to get the mirrored routes. Both number 1s are running these deep zone curls. The guy up top actually stumbles coming out of it. Nice job from Daniel Jones. Moving off the landmark, not bailing, not getting out of there. Okay, the left tackle takes a little L inside on the chip spin. Eyes downfield, drive it. That's really, really nice 3rd down conversion. Next one here. We're going to work a back shoulder fade up top. I think this is a pretty nice throw. This sure looks like this receiver's trying to catch this back shoulder fade with his body, which you don't see very often. Now, there are a few things that we'll pay attention to here, but Daniel Jones kind of puts on a back shoulder clinic in this 2-minute drive. This is a really nice job from him the command to be able to see the one-on-one up top, catching quarters, like it outside the numbers, let it rip, put it right on him. Now, the thing that they're going to probably have to change moving forward is watch Daniel Jones and the little love tap here. Okay, so a little tap, probably a signal for either fade or back shoulder. He puts it right on him. Great rhythm. Again, the drop of this thing. Shuffle, reset, quick, tight hitch. Where's that ball thrown? Besides for right in the eclipse. What are we doing there? Just don't see it. Maybe caught in the sun. Next one here, we're going to work what I'm going to call a hinge up top to the number 1. Again, one-on-one outside the numbers. Go to work. A better ball here helps a few different ways. 1, maybe get a little bit of a yak. 2, we probably get out of bounds, stop the clock in this situation. Again, I really think Daniel Jones could help himself if he got lined up to the left. Now, he eventually gets there, but get lined up at the top of the drop. So, again, what I'm calling a hinge here, usually like 14, hinge out. A better ball keeps us off of our knees, and we're able to catch this thing and probably get out of bounds, stop the clock. Now, what I do not want is for screenshot warriors to tell me that the ball should go here into the eclipse for a touchdown. Yes, it would have scored. I would bet a lot of money, has nothing to do with the read here. Okay, so don't be that guy. Do be the guy that gets lined up to your left at the top of your drops. And who knows what's going on coverage-wise here. The ball's already out of his hands before the mailbox. Well, he's throwing the ball as the mailbox pops up. Sure, if he was working down here to the bottom, on the little like wrap dagger, you'd love to throw it. But I don't have any problem with that decision at all. My problem is with the accuracy and the precision and the footwork, which I guess that's a lot of problems. Look at his feet, lined up down the hash. Now his hips and shoulders are lined up to the target. As he gets there, that's a lot of moving parts to go from that for your lower half to get over there and be consistent and put it exactly where you want. Now we've got the clock running, and we get another back shoulder fade, this time down here to the bottom. Now, this is the best iteration of Hank you can possibly imagine. I might have a little Hank special for you guys. You can see the Daniel Jones kind of love tap there. Signal the fade, back shoulder fade to neighbors to the right. Super decisive. That is a world-class catch. Great job going up and getting it. Everybody else, though, guys, we're running Hank, your favorite. Flat. Look at how sad this little flat is. So everyone's running Hank, except where we gave the signal to down here to the bottom. Press, fade. I love it. Thank you. Finally, we've got an answer versus man coverage to Hank. Just throw a fade back shoulder to neighbors. Great. Really nice job at the line of scrimmage. Great toolkit. I'm just going to have to change the signal because everybody in the league now knows what the giant signal is. Okay. But again, decisive. Putting on a real clinic with these back shoulder fades. That's a dot to the field, to the wide side. Next one here, another back shoulder fade down here to the bottom. Now, can't catch it for him, but this is a dot. 3x1, I'll go special or dancer. Back shoulder, almost a really nice one-handed catch. Everything except getting the foot down here. Again, decisive. Love the shuffle. I love that throw. Look at that throw. That's tight coverage. One-hand catch, right foot down, left foot out of bounds. But from the quarterback perspective, and this is a quarterback-centric channel, love the decision, love the accuracy, love the ball. Again, you hear me say it often, can't catch it for him, but this is a really nice job, really nice drive. Really impressed with Daniel Jones battling back from a rough start to be able to do this right before half. Again, the rhythm and the way he's able to distribute these back shoulder fades is impressive. Now we just need to put that, build around that to do everything else in the same sphere. Last one here, 3rd and 6. This is a real bummer because this probably should score. This is mesh railroad, 2x2. I love the shift from the back, the motion indicator. I love neighbor's route. Take one for the team. This to me just feels like Daniel Jones is not seeing it great. And again, not a great trade. This to me to the back, we could help ourselves with a better route from 47. But we don't want to throw back shoulder rails. Instead, you'd much rather throw it to the mesh coming across number 13, the number 2 up top. He's going to be there. So watch neighbors take one for the team. It's not there. There it is. Okay, so this play, I really do draw this up almost every single video, so I apologize. Here's the rail. Okay, it's usually paired with mesh, so over the top mesh, and here's the number 2 where I'm saying probably scores. So you read this thing, 1 here, kind of 1B down the field, depending on the coverage here, and then this is 2. And then 3 is usually this over the ball hook. Now, the bones of this play are that you get 2 picks. You really get this mesh, pick 1, pick 2. And I love what they did with this little shift where he comes out and in, because that told everybody in the stadium who's got him man to man. He went out like this, he went out like this. Both these guys should have their antennas up that I'm trying to get a rub on this player right here. So as you run your mesh, you're at him and across. So you get a mesh here and a mesh here. As you run your over the ball deep hook, we're trying to pick or make him at a minimum, he's got a bubble over or under. We cannot, well, let me repeat this. He cannot run right to the back like this. You have to make him deviate his path. And he doesn't. So 47, not good enough. 9, now I've been all over 9 here for not doing things that I think should get done at the wide receiver position. This is outstanding. He comes across right here, and he takes one for the team. Now, this is such a big mesh that it might get called as a pick sometimes, but it's well done. So first, let's watch 47 right here. Watch him avoid the contact on the linebacker. He allows that linebacker to run right to him. I mean, what are we doing? Come on. Now watch Neighbors. So he's up, over, picked. And that's beautiful. That's going to pop 13, and 13 would score. So don't force it to the back. Play the play out. And that's a shame, because that's a thing of beauty, execution-wise, everything except the decision from the quarterback in 47's route. So watch the linebacker. See him go with the back? There it is. It's man to man. You see him, 47? And now watch Neighbors with the mesh over the ball. Boop. That thing's going to walk in. That's a shame. Kind of sums up the whole day, if I'm being honest. So that is a wrap. Daniel Jones, obviously statistically not a great day with the interceptions. Probably could have been even more interception-wise. Looked like they were certainly trying to force the ball to Neighbors. After that, though, I thought he really kind of settled in, bounced back, which is a pretty cool trait to have. Now, we'll see if it will matter over the course of the season. But he certainly showed some of that kind of bounce back with the ability to drive some of those back shoulder fades. Now, they might have to switch their signal because everyone knows it now. But still, doesn't take away from a number of really nice throws and his ability to bounce back in this one. But we got to be able to kind of balance that with keeping you in the game early. So one of those kind of yin and yang opportunities where love the fact that he bounced back, had a good kind of second half of this opportunity to play in the preseason, but let's not put ourselves in that situation. And I think you could not put yourself in that situation by, a number of different things. So thanks so much for hanging to the end. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.